EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The slot man in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's complete. It's Okurobudan. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get it. Back all 80. Unlock line.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the... Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Stroud. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Don't touch it. Hey. Hey. Don't touch it.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Out. 63. Hey.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll run here with Pierce. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Andrew Beck, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 14, Texans 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Now Stroud. Open man downfield is Woods. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, 45 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This now a 3rd and 4. On third down, here comes Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down, Eagle.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, right side, Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the end around, here comes Smith. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key for. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Texans 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9.
On second down, it's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Texans 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to speed things up here.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
This is 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, go!
Now Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here goes Stroud again. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second.